The Chicago Bears are in week 2 of training camp practices. Luther Burden is back at practice. Colston Loveland is showing up and showing out. The offense kind of clicking now. I wanted to say it again, but now. Training camp tickets. Everything Chicago Bears will be talked about. All that and a lot more right after this. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Black Bear Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Rob, with my co-host in the building, Jeff West. Man, how you feeling tonight?
President accounted for.
That's all I can ask for. That's all we can ask for. Look, if you're tuning in right now, hit that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. We go live twice a week, Wednesday nights and Sunday nights as well. During the off season, then during the season, we do post game shows after every game. We'll be here giving y'all our opinion, telling y'all about these Bears that we all hate and love. So today we're gonna talk about training camp. A lot been going on in these first 2 weeks. The second week is still ongoing. But I just want to talk about. Start with actually before we get into that. Let's just play something from the first day of pads. Let me see if I can. Hope that's the right one. Did what you say was?
So we gotta play it over. That wasn't even the whole thing.
All right, hang on.
First day of pass, man. We going live.
Pads went on for the first time in training camp this week. Tuesday, the boys put on pads. I think they did lives yesterday. I'm pretty sure. But look, it's been an up and down training camp for the offense. And we're going to talk about the defense a little bit later. But for right now, we're going to focus on the offense, particularly Caleb Williams. We're going to talk about Luther Burden finally getting out there as well. But Caleb Williams, the first week, last week, all we heard was how he was struggling. And it's weird because it's practice. And I think we kept talking about how this is where it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to struggle in practice. And one of the points I want to make is Ben Johnson talked about this. And Bears fans, I know y'all heard it, but I want y'all to relax a little bit when we talking about Caleb Williams. I know he's starting to, the offense is getting going a little bit, and that should be good signs for y'all. But Ben Johnson talked about one thing I thought that was important, and it was stages. What stage they're at, what stage this team is at in the install period. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're installing. Everything is being installed right now. So I got a clip, Ben Johnson talking about where this offense is at. And I think this was later last week.
You mentioned that you guys aren't anywhere cleared English. He said that you guys aren't done with the install yet. How much of it have you done?
we hit install 4 last night, and I think we got 12 going in. So it's healthy.
Period. The pressure.
They got 12 more stages. Now I said this was a couple practices ago, but what do you say? Yeah, 4? They're at stage 4 out of total 12. 4 out of 12. So you got dudes going on these shows, mainly from what I've been seeing, the one that's really getting down on Caleb, that dude Mark Carmen from CHGO. Dan Weeder been kind of getting down, but besides them, the fans been getting down on Caleb before this week, these last string of practices he been putting together. It is training camp with a new system, a system that Ben Johnson don't even completely know how he gonna mold it, how he gonna fold it for the personnel he got, because it ain't gonna look like it did in Detroit. Stage 4, Wes. Stage 4 out of 12, and everybody's expecting perfection out of these dudes, which is crazy to me because before this week we didn't even have Luther Burton on the field, and we're gonna talk about him. I'm actually pretty excited for Luther Burton, but just quick thoughts on the noise and surrounding Caleb initially starting training camp this year.
I mean, it's a quarter. It's 25. It's 25% of it. It's not even half of what Ben Johnson got in store. And for everybody, I heard everybody. I heard Colin. I heard people on CSGO, everybody, and I think it's most people, including fans, it's a little bitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bitter from the fact that it's like Caleb didn't shine enough for the national football stages and fans, and maybe even the local fans. We can put them in some of the fans as well, Bears fans as well. The Bears didn't do as well as we expected Caleb to take them to. He got he's supposed to win 10 games by himself his rookie year because other rookies did such and such and yada yadas, and I'm just like, I mean, whatever, man. Like at this point in time, like I don't even like. I see the praises. I seen JJ McCarthy praises, but then I seen him throw picks. I seen all kind of even Cam Ward. What up, Bad Truth? I seen like so many up and downs with people. Shador, he was lightning at first, and now he had a couple of hiccups coming in. I seen Russell Wilson throw the ball over neighbor's head. I mean, you just got to understand that, especially with a lot of these players moving. I mean, I'm gonna throw them out there because I know Bears fan love to hear it. Would like Justin in New York and Russell now in New York too. Rodgers when they come into Pittsburgh, and a lot of these players is coming in. They even probably be veterans and have experience and all that kind of stuff, but they still finna go through things when it comes to training camp because you're trying stuff out. And I know, like I said, I heard Colin this week say, like, the first, couple days of training camp and yada yada and all this other nonsense.
What did he say? I saw a lot of noise around Colin. I didn't listen to it. You know how I feel about Colin. So.
Yeah, I heard it when I was driving. He was basically saying like a lot of NFL people were saying like you can't take too much from training camp and all that. And he was like, you can. He was like, I heard, I forgot who it was. It was like Drake May was getting rave reviews, and like Bo Nix. I think it was like Bo Nix. He talked to Sean Payton, and Sean Payton texted him, and he told him, "Don't worry, by the end of September, early October, he's gonna be great," and he was, and all this other kind of stuff. But a lot of the difference between a lot of these guys and a lot of these players is they were sent to places that already had a plan specifically for them with somebody competent enough to put a plan together.
Mm-hmm.
We in Bears fashion, as you said before, we hired a head coach before a GM kind of thing. Like we put the cart before the horse in this one as well. We went and got the quarterback and then brought in somebody who's capable enough to guide him in the right direction. So it's kind of like a red shirt freshman kind of thing for Caleb in my mind.
Yeah.
So like give him a chance later, because what Ben Johnson is saying, and Ben Johnson even said, he said, Ain't nothing that he learned last year is going to come into this year. Ain't nothing rolling over. The only thing, basically, what I felt like when he said that was the only thing that's going to roll over is his jersey number and the name on the back of it. And the team he played for. That's the only thing Caleb was bringing into this year. That he played for the Bears. He's the QB1. He's going to wear 18. And the back of the jersey is going to say Williams. That's basically, I think that's all Ben Johnson expected him to bring to the table. Obviously, being coachable and all that other kind of nonsense from last year.
And that's a great point. Like you said, no carryover. I got a clip on them saying that. Here's Ben Johnson talking about no carryover from last year. That's just because you said basically a redshirt year. I won't go that far because he does have that year of experience under his belt. Now he's starting over. He's at square one, and it ain't just him; it's all of them. But this is what Ben Johnson had to say about basically saying "fuck everything you learned last year."
There really isn't a ton of carryover from what he was asked to do, the play calls or anything of that nature. I mean, he's always been very comfortable as a shotgun quarterback going back to college, and even last year, he's very comfortable in a 2-minute setting. He's very comfortable with tempo type plays, and so now we're asking him to be a little bit more structured in terms of the play calls. Sometimes there's multiple calls. You know, there's shifts, there's motions. There's a lot more going on mentally than probably there's ever been for him. And so at some point, this thing will start slowing down, and he's going to be able to catch up, and his physical ability will take over from there. But right now, because mentally it is what it is, he's playing a little bit slower than what he's capable of.
And that's okay. Like, okay, people are acting like when the Bears go out there, Ben Johnson has a whole fucking game plan for Dennis Allen's defense. That is not the case. He is throwing shit at Caleb. He's making him work on things that he's not good at. Because guess what? When the season starts, he's going to know what Caleb can do, what he got better at, what he didn't get better at. You think Ben Johnson go out there and keep calling the same shit at week 1 against Minnesota that Caleb struggles with just because he want to get him better? No.
3 bubble screens.
He'll have an actual game plan. And not a training camp fucking game practice plan. They'll have an actual game plan for the team, and they'll do what the team is good at. So all like the weird stuff, people go to these practices and they analyze it. Now, go to the practice. You can look to get takeaways from it, but analyzing it down like Caleb's struggling, like he's going to struggle because of the whole fucking offense is learning something new, a whole new playbook. Not to mention, look, Caleb is not an under center quarterback. He loves shotgun, which he just said. He liked 2-minute game, like the quick stuff. He likes doing that. They're doing a whole lot of play action, a whole lot of under center where you got to turn your back to the defense and get that head turned around, and your eyes and feet got to get to exactly where they need to be. Caleb not used to that, and that's okay. But guess what? We've been seeing over the last few days, because everything we're talking about is recapping week 1 and then a little bit into week 2. But the recent news and everything we've been hearing from camp was it ain't great. Definitely still it's only practice 7. Definitely still got work to do, but it's getting there.
It looks
getting better.
They looking a little comfortable. They looking a little comfortable.
And that's really all I'm like. The point I really wanted to get across to Bears fans, because you're supposed to struggle here. This is when you're supposed to miss throws and do everything. People talk about interceptions when the man threw 6 interceptions last season. He gonna throw more interceptions this training camp than he threw all last season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You worried about interceptions? He just showed you he don't do that. That's not what he does. He's not an interception thrower, but they're learning and they trying to get this shit down. And I'm all here for it. Look, another thing that's going on in practice that's attributing to some of the struggles is they are doing situational shit. They are letting, and I'm about to play a clip of it. What Bear Truth saying, he said it's going to be a process, but this time I believe we will see a team getting better every week with little setbacks from a progress standpoint. And I'm right there with you. But Ben Johnson, Declan Doyle, they talked about how there's going to be a lot of situational shit going on. Situationals, kind of like the 2-minute drill. But in this sense, look, listen to Ben Johnson. I'm gonna let Ben Johnson tell y'all himself. Here he is, Ben Johnson.
The pressure period that Declan talked about being intentional. What are the coaching points there for Caleb? I think it was when Sweat went through the right edge unblocked twice in an 11-on-11 period. What are you hoping that Caleb does under those situations?
Be smart with the football, protect the football. We talk about avoid disaster. Things like that, unfortunately, happen occasionally. We want to minimize those. When we're inserting new protection schemes, those tend to happen. But the good news is when they do, our guys up front, they're learning from it. They're not allowing it to happen again. So what we want to see from Caleb is to not throw the ball away while we're in the pocket. We got to be smart with it. There are times we got to eat it and just go down. And then part of his superpower is he's going to be able to break some of these tackles, even though we're calling him dead in practice with a sack. He's going to be able to escape and make something out of nothing.
He just said there was a couple times we let Montez Sweat go directly at Caleb, and that was by design. And that is another thing I'm trying to get through the fans. They are setting things up in practice, and beat reporters or fans, they might look at the offensive line like, oh, they suck. They just let Montez Sweat go through twice untouched. Like, who's on that side? This and then the third. You don't fucking know what they're doing. This is practice. It's practice, and I know it's not gonna mean nothing to nobody. People still gonna look at what's going on and analyze the hell out of it. You see it on Twitter. As soon as that practice ends, somebody going out there with a fucking tweet this long, throw by throw. Every single thing that happened at practice, they putting it out there, and they over analyzing it, and they drawing up major conclusions. But I guarantee you, when that week 1 game come around, I'm so confident in this team, Wes. I'm so confident now. More than I was before, but now that I see Luther and Colston out there, not even talk about the defense yet. I'm excited. I'm excited from what I'm seeing from them dudes. Want to talk about Colston Loveland?
Let's talk about Colston Loveland.
Look, you know how we felt. At least I did right when we drafted him. A little bit of
shock and awe.
Yeah, a little bit of that. I've been hearing good stuff, Wes. That's all I've been hearing is good stuff. And he looked the part. He might Colston Loveland, if he can be exactly what Ben Johnson and that GM Ryan Poles envisioned him to be. Man, look, I don't like trying to overshoot when it comes to the season because of this schedule. That schedule hard as shit. But I think I think this offense gonna be all right. I think they're gonna be all right. Colston Loveland is looking good. I can't wait to get out there and actually see it for myself. But Colston Loveland looked good. That I'm gonna have more on him later when we get into some of the other stuff we're talking about. But what's your initial thoughts on Colston Loveland?
I mean, exactly what you were saying, man. Like, he's showing all the things and all the reasons why he a top 10 pick, basically. Like, he I mean, you can see some of the highlights. You hear the reports, the spotlight on him, and then on top of that, to pat 84 on the back and give him a big pat on the back is, we've been in training camp 7 days, and he missed all the OTAs.
Yep,
he missed all the rookie mini camps, all of that. He missed all.
I was worried about him.
He missed all of that. And 7 days in, I mean, even over the last few days, actually, but I'm saying right now, 7 days in, all you hear is about how good he looked out there. How good compliment on his blocking, because that was kind of a little question, like maybe his blocking might be. We're gonna have to see really when it's game time. But I mean, I saw a clip of him blocking. It looked good to me. I saw him catching a nice high ball, which was good. I saw him catching one for a first down on the scramble, and I think that he even said in his presser about how it's just all about being that that quarterback safety net, that quarterback.
Yep.
Find it where it is. If it's there, sit there. If it's not, keep going. Don't give up on don't give on the play kind of mindset. So, I mean, with those kind of things, like I said, I'm. I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm higher than I was, but I'm happy and sure
definitely
that
am.
I'm happy that I ain't gonna say pat myself on the back and say I was right either. But at the same time, I kind of expected it to be around this kind of looking for him as well. So.
They saying he a mismatch. They saying you can see with his size and speed,
strength, separation that he gets.
It's gonna be tough
It's gonna be bad.
If you put a safety on him, that's gonna it's gonna be tough. When you put a small corner on him, he might go up and get it, like you said.
You put a linebacker on him, it's gonna be separation.
Ball slipped out of his hand. Right. It turned out to be a high ball, and that dude went up and snatched it right out the air.
Big dude. So, like I said, this team, if they get, everybody worry about them getting 100% of Ben Johnson's everything put together. But for me, I think if they come in locked in on 75% of it locked in and study adding on as the weeks and as they get into game time progression, I think they're gonna be all right. What Goldberg say?
Goldberg, appreciate you being in the chat, man. Hit that like button for us. He said Bears lost 3 to 4 winnable games last season. They easily could have been 8-9, maybe 9-8, and then add a much improved O-line, better coaching, weapons for Caleb. Is gonna be a fun season. I'm hoping you're right. There's this one thing.
There you go,
there's one thing in that chat that I don't agree with. Well, I do agree with. I do agree. I'm just a little worried about it right now. And we're gonna talk about that when we get to our stock up, stock down segment. But yeah, Bear Truth coming in. Loveland 6'6" that can play like a receiver, nice blocker, and understands the holes in the defense and knows when to set. High IQ, he's gonna be good. Remember, Loveland came from Michigan, where they ran a pro style. They had a pro style running game. He was an inline tight end. He blocked a fucking shit ton. Even when JJ McCarthy was there. They ran the ball a shit ton. He blocked a lot. He has a lot. A lot of people thought that, or still probably feel, what's his name, that the Colts took, the other tight end.
Tyler Warren.
Yeah, Tyler Warren. A lot of people thought he was the better tight end, felt he was the better blocker, which, I mean, with that remains to be seen. But Colston got experience. He got a shit ton of experience in blocking, probably more than Tyler Warren does when it comes to blocking, just because of the scheme that they were running with Jim Harbaugh and then whoever else took over after him. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what we're seeing and hearing from about Colston Loveland for sure. After last week, after all the heat that Caleb and the offense was taking last week, and you fast forward to this week, and a lot of the rhetoric is kind of dying down on Caleb's in the offense struggles because he's understanding it now. I understand it now, and that's what he's doing. He understands it now. Training camp. Hey, look, Chris, stay tuned. We got some training camp ticket info to put out there later on in the show for sure. They understand it now. And this is the process. This is why last week, when everybody was so down on Caleb in the offense, just wait it. It's practice. He gonna learn it. Just like it with anything you fucking start. When we first started podcasting, took some time to get comfortable. Took some time to get used to it. Ricky was good, man.
What's up, Rick?
Was good. It took some time, but they're getting it. They're definitely getting it down. And I had another clip on Ben Johnson.
Yeah, but
if
you want to look for it, I can go. But just to continue on what you were saying, you understand that, like, even DJ and Rome and I mean, we could say Luther, because he a rookie, but like Cole, like the line, all the running backs, everybody is trying to figure out what Ben Johnson want them to do.
Yep.
I haven't heard too many players even say like, even on defense too, honestly, but say like, hey, you know, coaches, you know, highlighting what I do best, or coaches, you know, leaning towards, you know, my upside or the things, you know, I'm good at, or how I like to play. A lot what I've been hearing is this coaching staff has been making these players uncomfortable. They've been making them do things that they wouldn't normally do. Putting them in situations, disastrous situations, you know, to see how they're going to react. Now, I think they ran some they ran some they ran
That's
some
a hot
some
question.
play.
That is a hot topic. That's
know.
crazy because I don't know why, but it definitely is. Continue, my bad.
Potential, but no, but yeah, I think it was even one play like I think Dennis Allen had put the defense in a situation where like I think Kyler Gordon was like in the box, but he had to like cover deep, and I think Brisker had to come in and cover short, kind of thing. So Kyler Gordon ended up getting kind of beat by DJ, and Caleb threw a bomb. It would have been really lovely, and Kyler Gordon went for the PI. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, man, that would have been great if, you know, it wasn't a pass interference. And I saw a comment, somebody say like something about Kyler Gordon with the pass interference or whatever like that. You gotta understand, pass interference is better than a touchdown at the end of the day. Some defensive backs, all of them, I'm pretty sure, I trained to, hey, if you kind of beat, take the penalty. Take the penalty and force them another try at it, because we can come back and turn the ball over. I mean, as Bears fans, we know what defense can do in the red zone. You know what I mean? Ask
Hold them to a field goal for sure.
What's that cornerback that was with the Patriots? That rookie Butler, what's his name? Something like that. He was a rookie, Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl for the Patriots. Wasn't he a rookie that year, I believe? Or he was a very young player at that time.
He was definitely young for sure.
He was definitely young. Either first or second year, something like that. Picking the end zone to win a Super Bowl. So calm down. Like I know. And this is the hard part about being a Bears fan. You want to get super excited and you want to get super, super down. We can't relax for a second. Like no matter what happened, every single day, it's like it's either, you know, glory be to, or, you know, everything is collapsing. So that's the crazy thing.
And like I keep saying, it is practice, man. It is practice. Just like I don't want people drawing up massive conclusions when the offense or Caleb struggles. I don't think you should do that when they play good either. Because guess what? It's fucking practice. It's practice. But it's going to, when these teams start the game plan, you actually have a game plan. You actually scouting, watching film on what the defense likes to do. You think they sitting there watching film on Dennis Allen trying to figure out what he likes to do to them in practice? You're going to watch film and you're going to correct your mistakes. Oh, yeah, I threw that and he was covered. I need to get off that read and go to the next read. Yeah, you're going to do stuff like that. But in terms of coming up with a game plan to beat your opponent, which is what football is, that's not what's going on. What did that last comment say? He was going off his last.
Going off of this one. So basically what he said is, I think the Lions might take a step back with both of their OC and DC gone. And with JJ McCarthy being a rookie coming off an injury, I see the Vikings taking a step back as well. And then, so I guess he come back up to this. All this clears the way for the Bears to take the division. You are 100. That's a Goldberg spear right there. I don't know if y'all watched wrestling a long time ago, but that's a Goldberg.
Chris Santos said, "Do you think we see more Loveland over Kmet this season?" Which it's kind of with the DJ thing. That's kind of go with the DJ thing. And I've been saying this since the draft, since all offseason. Every single one of these number one, these first round top 10 picks, they better become the best player at their position on this team. He better take Kmet's spot at some point. He better.
I mean, he better get more reps than him. He gotta I don't think we not gonna see Cole Kmet, but I think we should see more ROI from Loveland than a Cole Kmet. I think Cole Kmet gonna be out there. He probably gonna be that last read if they both out there. But that crossing route that Loveland is running is probably gonna be the first thing he should be going to before he hit Kmet on a curl for the 3, take the 5 or the 6 or 7 that Loveland is doing or whatever. If he can't get downfield or whatever the play call. So I do expect to see Loveland highlighted a little bit more just for his route running ability to separate, which is going to cause a lot more disruption.
Oh man,
in the defense with Loveland and DJ coming out the backfield, which could be crazy with Rome, playing outside the numbers and coming in on that kind of thing, and then like if you got a Luther Burden in there, giving him a 5-yard catch can turn into a 20-yard. It's a video somewhere I think we got on the show. We'll show later about something looking like that. But
what are your thoughts on Luther Burden? Let's move on to Luther Burden. What's your thoughts on Luther Burden coming back? Not today was his second practice, right? But his first practice,
his first practice actually
wrong.
with the team.
You say what?
I think it's the first time he participated in team.
Yeah, first time he got out there in 11-on-11. Yep,
with the team and all that, and
got a couple penalties. He got removed from the field at one point in his first practice. Showed us so you little rusty,
as he should. So. He's a rookie. Hey, look, you weren't here when we all got snatched off. Just like they said with the up and downs. I forgot who they said they brought in. They said they brought in a division player, and they said, all right, we ain't gonna start none yet till you do your 40 up and downs. You got to do 40. And look, if we trade for somebody right now, if Trey Henderson got traded for right now, guess what the first thing Trey Henderson's gonna do at practice when he gets to Hallis Hall? Do your 40 up and downs. We know you're double-digit sack guy. Hit your 40. Go ahead. Chicago hit the 40s is a thing. Hit that 40. Hit the 40s. Go ahead, hit them, homie. Get it. All right, cool. Welcome to the defense. So you got to get yelled at, but I love the way that he responded to it. He even said, I like that.
If anybody would have said something to me, I'm like, y'all think I ain't here? Y'all all 11 of y'all got y'all ass kicked off the field the other day. So don't come in this locker room saying not a goddamn thing to me. Trust me, I'll be ready. I'm gonna be ready for next practice and like you said, he was.
Be ready. No, you're gonna get you'll be pulled from a game. Know that you will be sat down. Know that you will not be used if you ain't gonna do what you're supposed to be doing and do it right and do it damn near perfect. They had that last season. That's what they said. That's what they said. They said that last year. We hold people accountable. Nobody got held accountable. This year, like I said, you don't think Ben Johnson in our division? You don't think he saw? He was watching. He heard Flus and them saying that. And he was looking like that. That ain't kind of, and I mean, not to bring up old news, but like we said, if we coulda, I would have sat Stevenson for 2 games after that blunder in Washington. But you have brought it up. Who we gonna put in? Who?
So
now it's like I said, competition.
I ain't gonna lie. In the moment and at that time, because I wanted so bad to salvage that fucking season that I would have played. But in hindsight, I would not have played Tyreek Stevenson. Now that ain't even who I am. But like I said, I wanted to move on from that so fucking bad. Remember, I said it 100 times. Leave this game alone. I knew it was gonna last. I knew everybody's gonna be talking about it on podcasts. This was the podcast Super Bowl team. We I think probably won some Emmy awards for the goddamn podcast they was doing. Everybody had a podcast. I wanted to move on from it, but now, like hindsight, absolutely. People was right. I was arguing with some people, but they were right. He needed to sit his ass down.
He should have sat him. We should, especially. I mean, like you said, in hindsight, we was just gonna roll 10 duds out like that. We could have sat him for 2 of those games.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you didn't help anyway.
I mean, we could have did. I mean, could have came up with something. Could have something. I don't know, but with that being said, none of that ain't happening. And I'll get into more about that once we talk about it. I don't know if you got Dennis Allen up there. I don't know if you got clips from his presser, but I got comments and stuff from his presser. I'm liking Dennis Allen more and more every time he opens his damn mouth.
Oh, man, I'm glad you said that. Before we get to Dennis Allen, I think later. I can't wait to get to him. Ozzie, Karan, and Braxton. this situation to me is kind of weird now. It was exciting at first, but now, especially after hearing from Joe Tooney, how he's just basically like, look, I need to know who gonna be playing next to me. You know what I mean? He basically, come on, who is it gonna be?
Yeah.
I'm hearing it's like neck and neck with all three of these dudes.
I'm hearing it too. I'm hearing it too. I'm finding it really, really hard to believe. I'm seeing them. I mean, I'm seeing them just, doing O-line drills with each other, and I'm looking at how Jones look, how Karan look, which is not, it's not that much on him, and I'm looking like how Trapillo is looking as well. But also, I'm thinking maybe you want to kind of boost up somebody's value. I ain't gonna say their name, to maybe see if you can move them if you already got your decision made, kind of in a way.
Really?
If it's neck and neck, you neck and neck with a second year player and a rookie.
Oh, so you talking Braxton?
I'm just saying, if it's neck and neck, I'm just saying. What?
Yeah.
If you look at, I mean, you could. Everybody else, it ain't too many. I mean, I know there's a lot of teams that would like he was really, really highly graded from PFF and all this other kind of stuff. A lot of stuff you could put on that resume. But
that's an interesting take that I swear to you I have not heard up until now. It makes sense in a way, but maybe they like the depth. Maybe like they want, gotta have depth on the O-line.
Yeah.
Look, and Bear Truth right there with you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a take I haven't heard yet. I don't know. I just know.
I looked at some left tackles out there, and the Dolphins is one of them known as, because I heard it. Heard somebody bring up some teams that need to upgrade their left tackle, and I looked up their left tackles, and I'm like, According to a lot of these lists they put out there, Braxton Jones was in front of about 3 or 4 of these people that teams need to upgrade at left tackle, and if you could probably pull a 5th round, 5th round, maybe 6th round. I mean, a 5th round pick I think would be solid. 6 is kind of like, okay, I guess. 4th would be, to me, kind of like a steal to get a 4th round pick for him. But like I said, if they said it's neck and neck, then
Ricky, you funny. That's why I like the people in the chat that's been with us, been hanging out with us and kicking it with us on these show days. Look, hit that like button for some sense. Subscribe to the channel if you have not, man. Help us grow.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're right.
Ricky,
a third or 4th will be cash money if we can get a 3rd or 4th.
There's no way I'd be pissed if Braxton were to be traded. Anyway.
And you got a 3rd or 4th round pick right there.
I would be ecstatic. Oh my God, a 3rd or 4th for Braxton. You know what? I could see a 4th or 5th. I don't know about 3rd, maybe even 6th. I don't know. That 3rd would be finesse. That'd be straight up finesse. Polls will even move up in my book for pulling off some shit like that, because Braxton.
Like
But that worries me. Back to the three guys, that worries me, because why are you neck and neck with Braxton Jones?
And honestly, I think it would be more for me as experience, which my whole thing, and this is my thing. And I know how you feel about Braxton Jones, but for a 2nd-year player who was injured all offseason, who got thrown out there, who really didn't play, to be neck and neck with somebody who had, like I said, a lot of these rankings out there, ESPN, PFF, all these kind of people had Braxton Jones ranked pretty high, higher than I thought he would have been. And on top of it, you got a rookie who came in who ain't never played a snap in the NFL, and you saying it's all neck and neck?
1 second, Sharky. This is the first Twitter comment we've gotten. Appreciate you jumping in the chat, man. That's the first one. I didn't even know you could comment through Twitter like that.
I thought it was one of the ones, because they say that some destinations we couldn't receive comments from, but look at Sharky. No, breaking through barriers.
He
Breaking
said I
barriers out
reposted this stream. Appreciate you, man. That's all love for sure.
there.
All love. Chris said Jalen Johnson on Jay Jettis is about to be a movie on prime time. Probably. I know he locked him down last year. At least I don't know if he
least one
followed him,
game.
but he locked him
I don't
down
know.
one of
I think
those games.
I think it was like the first game. I think it was. But yeah, I think he only had like 57 receiving yards that game. And this is gonna be a fresh Jalen Johnson, motivated Jalen Johnson. What a defense they ain't scouted yet. I mean, an offense thing. Well, a defense that they ain't seen before yet. So
Back to the left tackle situation. Beat Braxton Jones. Like what the beat out Braxton Jones. That's all I need to see. Like, cause I don't want you to just I don't want to hand nobody nothing. I want you to earn it. Work for it. Show me like, damn, he actually good. I'm tired of the Bears giving players starting roles off default. We be having a lot of starting players that's not really good. They ain't starting on no other team. For real. It's a new era. Beat him out. Dude coming out, he got a healing ankle. Don't get that spot. And honestly, because we talked about this before, but just refresh my memory. Your guy, not you rooting for, or however you want to rooting for, got most faith in or whatever, is Ozzie, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's Ozzie. It's Ozzie. Like I love Karan's attitude and all that and everything else. I'm not saying that he couldn't do the job or nothing,
right?
But just off sheer like the size of that man, it should be easy. It should be like
for Ozzie to handle that.
It should be almost, to me, almost guaranteed. I'm trying to see. I saw a video on Twitter, whatever, the offensive lineman and all of them walking. And I know a lot of people, if you watch or you look at most Bears fan pages, you probably seen it too. I thought I had it. I don't think I got it. I'm gonna get it for Sunday.
What was it?
It's a video of Joe Thuney, Jonah Jackson, Ozzie, and they walking together. And if you've been watching any clips, anything
to the
practice or coming out or just looking at, like, I think they showed Joe Thuney or something like that, because he was like 6'3", 6'4", something like 100-some pounds. And it's kind of like when you see Shaq walking next to another NBA like player or center, and you realize Shaq is bigger than big people. Like, this dude is bigger than big people.
He is bigger than big people.
Yeah, he's bigger than big people. So I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if they just want to keep the competition, give Braxton Jones a fair shake. And I'm kind of with Joe Thuney on the fact of, hey, look, we need to figure it out sooner than later, so I know who's over there. And honestly, for him to come out and say that kind of makes me think he is vouching for one of the other guys to take that spot.
Well, I don't know about vouching, but goddamn, he got Karan in here. He got to adjust his game to Karan. Now you got Ozzie big ass in here. You got to adjust it. Then you got Braxton in here. You really gonna have to adjust for his ass. So I can understand where Joe Thuney coming from, and he needs some stability. And that, not just him, that entire five, that starting five lineup needs some stability. I need them to beat Braxton. Fuck all this neck and neck shit. I'm tired of that neck and neck. I don't want to hear it no more. I need somebody to take the lead. And you know the fucked up part about it was, I don't think they gonna have a real answer until like training camp game 2.
Yeah,
like it's gonna take that long so that's a whole nother week before the first game. And then you got to go through a whole nother week of practice. So it's about what, 2.5 weeks before they actually. That's my opinion. Before they figure out who's gonna be over there, and it still may take up until week 1.
I think it should. I think the clear answer should be out there. Like, basically, before joint practices. Just like we said when we talked about the benefit of preseason game versus joint practice kind of thing.
Mhm.
I think you got to know before the joint practice. Because to me, and
That's
Ben
next
Johnson
week, ain't
said it
it?
too.
Our
Yeah.
joints next week, ain't it? Yeah, I believe
Is
so.
it next week? So they better look. They better have a decision by then. So,
Okay.
and I think that's because you said Ben Johnson said himself, "I'm gonna emphasize on these joint practices and use them well, something or another."
Which,
How your O line out there? How your O line out there? Because you're gonna be asking that other team to challenge them in many, many different ways.
yeah. Yeah.
And you don't need somebody out there one day getting challenged because it's not like they're gonna be like, okay, can we do that one challenge we did yesterday? Because I got my, this is the third time we're finna do this, but I want to see what Ozzy do, or I want to see what Karan do. I know we did with Braxton, and I know now you did it again, gave me a favor and did it with Karan. I can do one more time for Ozzy. Like,
Look, I need him. I need them to beat.
what
Braxton.
you disagree with?
He said, "I disagree, Chef. The first two joint practices gonna tell coaches a lot."
I thought that's what I was.
I mean, that's
saying.
kind of what you said. The first one, you said the first one they should know by the first. You must disagree with me. I said by preseason week 2. That's what I said. Which, in all reality, absolutely, the joint practices should tell you. Because now you got, like we talked about last week, when we was discussing, are you in favor of, putting more emphasis on the joint practices than the preseason games? Either way it goes, for that other team is not taking it easy on you. The only person in joint practices that's getting it taken easy on them is the quarterback. Don't touch my fucking quarterback. Don't put a hand on my quarterback.
Oh, okay.
Or it's gonna be up in this practice. But absolutely, I'm with both of y'all. Y'all kind of.
Yeah, no, I think he would too. He said he need to know by at least second joint practice. So he was. I said
joint.
First. Yeah, I said no before first. He said no. First we can still kind of
give somebody another chance.
Give somebody another chance.
If you struggled in the first one, let's see how you give. I'll give you another chance. That's what he basically saying.
And
shit,
Ricky said next Friday, like day now.
Next Friday. Okay. Look, me personally, I am with Bear Truth when he say Karan. I want Karan to win it, just because Karan for me is still. All I know is his size. All I know is his physicals. I don't really know. I want to give him another chance because I felt like last season was dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb as hell. His first game, they just threw him out there. No help, no chip, no none of that. Didn't practice all goddamn off season. I want to see more from him. I've seen Ozzy, and you know this already, Wes. Ozzy ain't got it. I need to see another gear from him. Another I want to see him beat somebody down. I haven't seen that for him. And then Braxton, goddamn, I've seen Braxton for the last 3 or 4 years. But Sharky Witch, you said I'll take Ozzy. He's huge. Ozzy has a lot of people rooting for him though. Ozzy definitely got a lot of people rooting for him to take that spot. If it's gonna be Ozzy, show me it's gonna be Ozzy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to keep hearing neck to neck. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it because that means you're not too much better than number 70.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing.
It could be just bad drama being bad drama too. They've been opening up a little bit too much. Like you said before, we've been hearing a lot of stuff about the organization and a lot of stuff that's been put out there that we usually don't hear. We usually be questioning and asking about. And then when shit hit the fan, we hear later, oh, this is why. You're like, well, why did y'all not say that in the first fucking place?
Right.
But so I think they're just trying to hold it to their chest. And I think they know that that's probably one of the biggest stories. You could talk about who's going to be number 2 cornerback. But I think with Stevenson and I think his name is Nashawn Wright, right?
Nashawn Wright.
Nashawn Wright.
Hey,
With him, with
that motherfucker making a name for himself, ain't he?
with Frazier out there, like all that
Zah's
kind
still out though. He's still out with
of still
personal.
out for personal with personal things going on, which is cool. Because we got depth. I mean, like I just said, like we know one is we know CB1 is cornerback one is locked up. We ain't worried and ain't questioning that. It's the other side, but with the fact that hey, look, if Stevenson does, like I said, like I brought up before, that was the reason I kind of brought it up, is if he does wanna act like, you know what I'm saying, he ain't gonna pay attention or he wanna not be focused. Nashawn Wright done, I mean, as far as I've heard, things I've read, Nashawn Wright done. He done made it where, like I said, we'll talk about it a little later in the show, but he done put some people on blast.
We didn't know his name last week. We couldn't figure it out.
Can't think of his name. I know his name now.
Hell yeah. Well, Sharky said, as a rookie, I'll take that though. I ain't trying to pay Braxton. And that's another thing with Braxton. You have to pay Braxton. You have to pay Braxton. Now, I do believe, I do believe Braxton gonna get some money. He gonna get some money from somewhere. I hope it ain't here. Bear Truth said, Karan athletically and size-wise is top notch. If he can put it together, that's what a left tackle should look like. Bear Truth, was you a football coach at some point or something? You be in the chat talking like you was a football coach at some point in your life. Adam Randall said, "What up, guys? Bear down. Hey, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you being in the chat. We talking football, man. Get some guys in here. Get your people in here. Let's talk football. Let's talk Bears the right way with no hidden agendas. None of that. Ricky, if he's neck and neck with Braxton, it doesn't mean Ozzie can't get better. That is the positive. You're neck and neck with a third year. This is Braxton's fourth year. Yeah, this is Braxton's fourth year,
I think. Fourth.
You're neck and neck with a 4-year player, and you're a rookie. That is a huge positive. Absolutely. All I'm saying is, I don't think he was worth shit to begin with. I don't think Braxton was worth a damn.
You don't think Braxton rankings count?
Yeah, don't come in here and be not worth the damn too. You neck and neck with a not worth the damn. I don't like that.
I don't know if it was pass blocking or run blocking. I think either ESPN or PFF had him like top 15, top 10 or something. High. They had Braxton up that high with a rate.
Well, they actually had the entire Bears offensive line ranked number 4.
What, coming into the season?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking about from last year.
Not with the last year. Not with the last year.
I'm talking last year by himself. Braxton Jones, he had some high ratings.
Yeah, he did. We talked about it almost every week. I'm like, that's what really killed me. That's what really got PFF and to be, a no-go in my book because of that. I watched Braxton. I see it. I cut the clip up. I cut the tape. I watched the tape, and that's BS. Bear Truth said, no, I started this scouting back in 1990 as a hobby, and I love the Bears. All right, well, we might have to get you to do some work for the podcast, man. We definitely got some room for you.
Got some room on the screen for you.
All right. Let's have a little bit more fun with it. Talking about these Chicago Bears. Get into our next segment, and this is stock up, stock down.
We going there. We going early with the stock up, stock down.
Stock up, stock down. Just because a lot of the stuff we was about to talk about, Wes, I got in.
I was trying not to get too deep into my thing. I was trying to push it back to later in the show, but as you know, I got to get my recipe out.
No, for sure. Let's get some of these comments. Ricky said, I think Tyreek should move to safety. Wow. That's the take you had about Braxton getting traded, and then this take is 2 takes that I haven't heard before. They just haven't, and I like that. Not saying y'all wrong or right, but I like to hear different shit because nowadays everything is the fucking same. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're getting your info, it's all people talking.
It's all from first things first, and it's all from somebody's show that they heard.
Yeah. Adam said to jump in our O-line quality from this year to last is crazy. You know
Yeah,
what?
that
So
nigga no
remember
joke.
earlier when I talked about, I think Goldberg said something about the O-line.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure about it. Okay, let's kick off stock up, stock down. This is the first time we're doing it. We got a week and a half of training camp. Everybody was high on certain players or certain coaches even in the offseason before we got to camp. Now we in camp and we've seen 7 practices. Some stock might have went up, some stock might have went down. And we Ricky got his opinion already.
Yes,
You want to go first? Let's start with a stock up. Let's do a stock up, and then Jose. Appreciate you. That's another winner for some Bears tickets, man. I appreciate you, man.
Mama Blues. We live on a Wednesday.
Blues.
Yes, we is on a Wednesday.
Yeah. We ain't seen Mama Blues in a long time.
Hump day. Yeah,
okay, you up late tonight. All right. Stock up, stock down, Wes. I'm gonna let you go first. You can start with your stock up or your stock down. How you want to do? You want to do a stock up and stock down a piece, or you want to just go both?
Yeah, we'll do stock up, stock down, then stock down, stock up. Because I got like 5 or 6 people on each list. I could go. I think I got 6 for 6.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can still hear you. I'm gonna let you go. I don't know how many people you got, but I'm gonna let you go first. Give you the honest because you created this, you brought this up to me in production. So I'm gonna let you go first.
Camera, am I lagging?
Yeah, you're a little grainy.
What?
But you ain't lagging.
Hear me?
It's just grainy. Can hear you clear, and we can see you clear. It's just grainy, like out of focus.
I'm seeing it. Okay. All right.
But that's about it. You're still good.
We'll work through it. Bear True says Steven, a really good athlete. I actually would like to see Stevenson in the slot role with Gordon. Tyreek near the line would be nice too. Look, y'all, all this Stevenson talk. Remember that Dennis Allen just he said that second cornerback spot is wide open. I don't know why I'm grainy. It's actually showing me that my Wi-Fi, I'm not even on Wi-Fi. My connection is acting up right now. So, but if you can hear me, that's fine. I might just pop out real quick, Wes, and then jump back in. But
hit us with your stock up before you get up out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my stock up. The first one is it's kind of obvious. The first one is chalk, at least for me, because the way I feel about Colston Loveland. Stock up for sure. Look at Bear Truth. He was already on it. Yes.
Yep. A lot of Ricky had him too.
For fucking sure. Oh yeah, look, yep. Ricky was right there too. I missed that one. There we go. Did I clear up yet? Did I clear up?
Yeah, a little bit. You cleared. Yeah, that's way better. There you go. We'll put you back up.
So look,
I just want to get Ricky's stock. You right? Loveland is fun.
Loveland. When on draft night, for those who did just joining us the channel and following us on draft night, we did a draft coverage show. Colston Loveland was picked at number 10. I was gagged. I was thinking Tyler Warren. Now coming into the draft, I heard a lot of people saying Colston Loveland ain't no punk though. You know what I mean? It's just what flavor you want. And it made sense looking on it a little bit, digging it. It made sense. Tyler Warren is more of a Cole Kmet, body type, player. This dude is more of a wide receiver. He wanted the opposite. You got the Tyler Warren already. Now, let me get this Colston Loveland. Look, I gave it a C+ on draft night. It was a C+. It was, but now I'm liking what I'm hearing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. That jump, but when he stretches out for a massive, the dude is massive, and it's scary. Like he's definitely a mismatch. I love mismatches because those are the easiest. You don't even need to call a play. You just call a route. Fuck the play. Do a slant. You got a mismatch. Do a fade. You got a mismatch. Fuck the play. It's the easiest type of football to play. Stock up. Colston Loveland. I'm hoping I'm hoping he can have half the season of Brock Bowers did as a rookie. Jose, before you jump in there, Jose Corona said, appreciate you guys. I had a good time at camp. My stock up on the O-line and Odunze. Stock down on Dio and haven't heard much on Komet. Okay.
Yeah, throw him out there because he put eyes on that. But that's
We sending a lot of people to camp. We actually got
Yeah.
some training camp ticket announcements later on in the show as well for those that's sticking with us. So look, if you want to go to camp, stick with us. We got some more tickets out there to hand out, man. We were blessed this year. So, we ain't gonna hog them all. I honestly only going to one camp training camp practice myself. So all the tickets I've been giving out is just extras. But anyway, talk to us, Wes.
my stock up is obviously the one and only Mr. Roma Dunze. I mean, I'm watching them out there. I'm watching them work. I'm watching them. And it has a lot to do with kind of maybe it's the kind of offense Ben Johnson is kind of putting. But I've been seeing some of these catches and some of these throws, and they're not just with Roma Dunze, but you can see the separation between the receivers and all the kind of stuff. We harped on that like week 6 of last year about how close they were on certain plays and how we had 3 receivers in the same area when needed 2 defenders to defend it, which was stupid. It's like now we losing. And on top of that, all I've been hearing this whole training camp is, oh yeah. Roma Dunze gonna be wide receiver number 1. And this is national people saying Roma Dunze gonna be not. And I know know your perspective on it. He's a blue chip top 10 pick. He should be the number 1 wide receiver simply because of that. And I hear you on that, but the way he been playing, what he been doing, and I already told you what I expect him to do. So my stock up is Roma Dunze. More and more people is looking at him. More and more people saying he's gonna be wide receiver number 1. And remember, last season he was wide receiver number 3.
Number 3. Yep. Absolutely was.
Absolutely was. He's supposed to be 2, and people right now is looking at him in camp and everything and seeing what he's doing and saying, hey, that guy, he should be wide receiver number 1 coming into this season. So that's my stock up. I'm gonna fit in with the Chene Odunze.
Rocking the Rome Odunze jersey. Stock up. For me was Loveland, and for my guy Chef West, he went Rome. We both went offense for our stock ups. All right, let's do a stock down. We got multiple of these, by the way. Let's do a stock down.
I got both sides of the ball on both lists. It was just my
kick it off with stock down. Then kick it off with stock down.
My stock down, and this is not necessarily his fault, but it is. It's Shamar.
Whoo, that's a good one, boy. That's a
and
good
I know because he rolled the ankle, he gonna miss a few weeks.
4.
So that's a month.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna miss a whole month, and he a rookie coming in, missing a month on this D line with all these veterans on this line. With really is technically kind of only one spot really open to fight for, kind of like with the offensive line for the most part that he can really get in. I know he can get into the he could probably get in inside with maybe getting rotation if Javon don't, make that leap that he's supposed to. But we know it's that other side of Montez Sweat that's really a concern and really a need. And this would have been him to get that time in and get that work and move his stock up. So I mean, when you bottom out like that, by the time he get a chance, he's gonna be behind. He's gonna be a little bit behind. He ain't gonna get that feel that he need. But do I think he's gonna probably overcome in the end? I think he is. But yeah, my number 1 stock down was Shemai Turner. Just the injury is just gonna set him back a lot, and he had a lot to prove as well. So that's my.
It's unfortunate. This is kind of like, kind of, not exactly. I'm trying to type something. The Braxton Jones situation. You know how I feel about Braxton Jones. You know how I feel about Javon Dexter. I was hoping Shamar was just gonna shut all that noise up real quick and show Bears fans how a defensive tackle should be playing. Now, he wasn't gonna take the league by storm as a rookie, absolutely not. Especially when he used to play outside, he's moving inside. But I still think he could be better than Javon Dexter. This was a good one. I didn't even think of Shamar, but this was an absolute good one. Unfortunate because performance aside, the energy that kid was gonna bring to these training camps.
Mhm.
He probably ain't no fights happen yet. He probably was gonna be the first one to get into a fight. And I was gonna love every second of it. Every fucking second of it. That was a good one, Wes. I like that one. We got Ricky saying I ain't heard shit about Austin Booker. Stock down. I'm right there with you, Bear Truth. I'm gonna take the chalk again. Luther Burden, stock down. Luther Burden, stock down. Now it's ticking up, but it's still down. It's definitely still down. That's a weapon, Wes. That's a weapon. And I had in my notes that when we were talking about Colston and Loveland, as soon as Colston and Loveland got back, that's when we started seeing progress from the offense. I don't want to overdo it because there's still a lot of work to be done. But when Colston and Loveland got back, we started seeing progress. More weapons, better offense. I'm hoping Luther Burden get out there, more progress, better, more weapons, more progress. Luther just when he can, I need to see more. I want to see more. I want to hear more about Luther Burden. 39th overall pick.
Fully paid.
Say that one more time.
I said fully guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed. I think I saw Madden had his rating higher than Colston Loveland's.
Yep. He's the highest Bears rookie, I think, on Madden.
Show me something. I need to see some more. I'm not down on him like a lot of these other dudes talking about he got character issues and this and that and the third. But if I'm gonna be 100, the stock is down. The stock is down from where it was for me. So let's go, Luke. Hey, Luther, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
you got a chip on your shoulder. You felt like you should have been in the first round. Let's get it cracking. Let's handle business. What's your thoughts on Luther Burden stock being
down? For me, I left him in the middle. I wouldn't say his stock is up or down. Simply because, like you said, he got yelled at for messing up, got kicked off the field. But he turned back around.
He got kicked off the field.
You know, and like I said, and exactly kind of what Ricky's saying. Like I saw him come back, saw him catch. I think caught that slant for a touchdown, moving. You know what I mean? Out there. Whatever was going on with the injury or whatever he did as a rookie, he went, sat down, did his rehab for it, came back. Didn't look like he missed a step physically. You know, the speed was there. I mean, a lot of people reported that the speed was there. All that was there. Like I said, he was just coming into it in the sense of, hey, I need to, you know, he missed that. It's kind of how like when I talked about the defense doing the up downs or whatever, he missed that getting kicked off the field moment for the offense. And he needed to be kicked out the field one or two times so he can know what it's like. Now he's welcome to be a part of this Ben Johnson offense in a way. And like I said, I expect him to go north when it comes to what we're going to see from stock up kind of thing.
He better because you know me, Wes.
I see him. I see him. Yeah, I see him as of right now. He's right in the middle of my meter.
Yeah.
So I didn't put him on neither one of my lists. But
he practiced twice or 3 times in like, I don't know, 5 months. I don't know when did OTA start, but
and you add in all the mandatory rookie stuff that he missed and things of that nature. So yeah, no, you're right.
We actually we haven't heard from Komet. I saw somebody else put that in the chat too.
Yeah, y'all need to slow down. Y'all ruining the segment.
He said stall about. I can't stall out the one, not the ones that talk and act like Luther. If you was a nice guy, happy go lucky, smiling, If you one of them like Ozzy Trapillos, you can get a. But when you talk that talk like that, I like it. I like the way Luther be talking.
He was
and
a
acting.
dog. You called him a dog.
And let's go. Don't come out here and show me. Nuh-uh. Hell no. Nah. Hell no. Nah.
We gonna
That's
see.
why.
I think he's gonna be all
why it's
right.
down.
I think he's gonna be all right.
She
And like
better
I
be.
said, he got some
better be.
cushion. He got some cushion as a third wide receiver, so he gonna be all right. And you right, Betru. You
From
right.
where the hype was to where the hype is now, it's down. That's all. It's just a little down for me. A little down.
Okay. He wasn't on there.
All
We're
right,
gonna go stock down. I'm gonna go. Oh, I was gonna go my stock down. My next stock
Go
down.
ahead. Yep.
Get it out the way. As on my list, and it's hard for me to say these words, but everybody who put them in here, you're right. My stock down is Cole Kmet.
You are hilarious.
It's hurt for me to put a stock down. In a sense of I need to hear something. I need to hear something. I know the shiny new toy is out there. I know a lot of, but I need to hear something. Like I said, I ain't there. I can't see it. Maybe Mark, when you get there, you can give me some better insight. Maybe it's something I ain't seeing. Got 100% faith in him. I got 100% faith that he's gonna do his job. He's done it before, so I'm not saying he's not gonna be effective when the season comes. I'm not worried about him learning this offense or anything like that. I'm not worried about him being a top blocking tight end when that's all he probably have to do, when he don't have to snap, kick, punt, volley, shoot free throws, and do all the other kind of crap he was doing last season. I think Cole Kmet is gonna be fine for the season, but I need to hear something from you simply because I've been going to bat for you since you got here. I'm continuing to go to bat for you. So, but yeah, stock down on Cole Kmet for me.
Cole Kmet. Oh, that's one. Like, and I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's because we ain't heard from you. Where you at? What you doing? What
Mm-hmm.
That's Cole. That's Cole. He gonna do the right thing. He gonna work hard in the weight room. He gonna be nice and say the right things at the pressers. But Cole ain't ever been outstanding. We ain't ever really see Cole just show up and show out. I mean, his touchdown celebration is probably the best on the team. Yeah. I love the touchdown celebration. But
I mean, he had that one season though, but that's when he was the only one. That was the only thing Justin had that season. So it's easy to put up numbers and be highlighted when ain't nobody else out there. That's worth it, damn, really. So
that's probably why I didn't really think of Cole as a stock down, just because I never really had him stocked up. He wasn't, that's basically what I'm trying to get at. Kind of like with Luther Burden, I had high, he was up here, and now it's a little down now. But no, I respect that. I definitely respect that, especially like you said, like he was going to bat for him, and calling like you see it, and that's how it's supposed to be as Bears fans. Sometimes we let shit slide just because we like a player. Some people let shit slide with Caleb, and I'm guilty of it. Probably I let some shit slide with Caleb, and it takes another Bears fan or somebody to call that shit out, because we got to be better, smarter, higher standard Bear fans. Stock down Cole Kmet. I didn't really see that coming.
Yeah, I put him in there because I ain't heard like. People could there's a couple people bring up people bring up people who ain't been too much or nothing. The Austin Bookers and a lot of other people, but gotta pull it. Come on, Cole Kmet.
Bear True said, "Yeah, I feel you on Cole Kmet, but ink still wet off the contract. Team leader, yeah, a little too quiet." All right, I'll go stock down right there, right with you. And this is why I said I was going, go against a couple of the chats, the comments that have been in there in the chat. The offensive line.
Mhm.
The offensive line is a stock down for me because Wes. Because look, this ain't coming from this ain't coming from me. I'm not saying this. The head coach said it. The offensive line has been applying too much pressure. For not just Caleb, he said it for all the quarterbacks. The offensive line needs to get better and play up to the level of this fourth ranked PFF ranking or whatever the offensive line ranking. They need to be better. I'm not trying to have all of this hype and they still giving up pressures. And this is based off what I've been hearing from Bears beat reporters. Like I tell everybody, I don't just listen to one. I listen to all of them. All of them. Every practice, every time they drop, they go on a podcast, do a radio show, whatever. I listen to all of them. I need as much info as I can to form my opinion on what I'm hearing until I can see it for myself on game days. Stock down. And I got a clip I want to play to back that up.
You got evidence.
Yeah.
I knew you should have some evidence.
You say what?
I said I knew you had some evidence to back this up because I'm like,
yeah. It kind of plays into a role. The clip, it kind of plays into my stock up at the same time. So I'll let you go and comment on my stock down real quick, and then I'll kick off my stock up, and then I'll play the clip.
I think that's and I've been hearing it too, and I think that's really outrageous for people to kind of, when we paid for this offensive line, knowing that we didn't know who left tackle was going to be.
Kind of what Jose saying right here in the chat, and I what both of y'all just said, I'm right there with y'all.
So that's like, for me, it's like if I'm thinking of the offensive line as one player, like we said, like Cole Kmet, it's like saying, hey, stock down on you because you still dealing with that injury on that most important part of your body that you need for the position that you in. It's like a lower leg injuries or hammy, stuff like that. So I'm reading the comments. It's like we ain't good. They ain't this. I love the chat because they ain't gonna let us get there. We try to get there. We could have just said our stuff. We could have had this done in like 45 minutes and just said everything and then just closed it out if y'all was gonna do this. But I hear you, Adam. But yeah, I just think it's not complete yet. We don't know exactly who all gonna be on that line. And then on top of that, like most people said, we bought this line. Hey, yeah, we got Pro Bowlers on there. We got people who won Super Bowls on this line. We got people who've done really, really good things. But how are they gonna mesh together? And they still gotta mesh together. And they can't really mesh together with an odd man out, in a sense. And like you said, what Joe Tooney said, like, I just need to know who's over there so I can know. Because I might have to pull and come around that left side. And I need to know who gonna have that closeout block when I'm, going upfield. Because I don't want to pull and then he miss and then I get blown up from the side by TJ or you know what I mean? Because he missed this assignment and I'm looking ahead trying to clear the way. And then next thing a linebacker coming across the field and then just, or even a cornerback or somebody go at the legs or do something, crazy. But yeah. That's my only take on that, but go ahead.
I'm right there with you and like, look, Jose. He said, could left tackle rotation cause issues with the line? I feel like once they figure it out, they could be better synced up. Which we talked about a little bit earlier about Joe Tooney, and you just talking about.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on, man? I need to know who's gonna be because Karan's slow, so I got to do this to account for him. Braxton just weak, so I got to do this to account for him.
Right.
Ozzie is just not aggressive. So I got to do this to count for, I got to do certain things to help
Let me know
out
who's gonna be
my.
there. Yep.
Let me know who's gonna be there so I can get this down.
Yeah.
Stock down the Bears running back room.
That's why
Kyler, stock up.
Kyle.
Oh,
Kyle.
I thought he was saying
Manungai.
Tyler, but he's talking about
Yeah.
Manungai. Yeah.
Manungai. Yeah, that's a good one, Ricky. I was gonna add him to my list. If I would have did everything that I thought was stock up and stock down, it would have been like 25 on each side. I could have dissected this whole entire team.
Yeah, and I got
JP Richardson. That's a good stock up there, Ricky, too. Yeah,
I've been hearing a lot about JP Richardson.
That's why I remember I was telling you in production. I was like, man, I almost was finna start discussing the 53-man roster already. Like we got a whole episode for that. I'm ready to start seeing who ain't gonna be here because one of my stock downs is somebody who ain't here no more.
Okay. Wow, that's okay. All right, that's interesting. I'm trying to think who that is, but I ain't even gonna dwell on it too long. All right, so my stock up, and when I do this stock up, I'll play the clip that's making me put a stock down on the O-line. Stock up, the defense. The defense. Wes, I don't know if I ever went full on rant mode into it. Not like rant because it's not rant worthy, but like describing and discussing it and explaining it. I liked Fluke's defense. I did. He had some issues here and there. He wasn't aggressive, but I liked Fluke's defense.
You spoke on it.
You say what?
You spoke on it.
I liked it, man. I didn't know what I was going to get from Dennis Allen. I didn't know the unknown at this point. So I was a little worried, a little hesitant on Dennis Allen coming in. And we had a good thing. I was just talking about some head coaches are better as defensive coordinators. Vic Fangio, Super Bowl defensive coordinator, was as a head coach. But the Bears and Matt Eberflus, he probably going to be pretty decent as a defensive coordinator with the Cowboys. It's just they come to the Bears and they want to be head coach for us. They don't want to just be defensive coordinator. They want the whole goddamn thing. But anyway, what I've been hearing from this defense without Jalen Johnson out there, I'm loving it. Not just the O-line, but that dude Nahshon Wright is out there making a name for himself so much that the cornerback 2 position is fucking up in air. Not up in the air, but just up for grabs.
It's open. Take a swig. Anybody can have some.
Open. It's fucking open. I love to hear that. And then that, like I just the O-line, they're getting pressure. And the reason why I say that is here's Ben Johnson talking about Dennis Allen and this defense.
This defense, seeing all these different looks and all these challenging things. What's it been like for you to face those types of things in practice, just going against him head to head?
Yeah, another coach told me yesterday, they said, Dennis has a little ego too now. And so he didn't come into camp looking to get steamrolled at all. He's looking to make a name for the defense, and he's bringing it. He's bringing it left and right, and it's a compliment when all those defenders talk about how complex it is because, yeah, we see it on offense too. It's hard. We're having a difficult time in protection right now. I think that's probably what stands out to me from the first 5 practices is we need to do a better job giving our quarterbacks a clean pocket. We're having to work the scramble drill a little bit more than we would like, and so it's really a credit to DA. And I think said it to the staff on the day off a couple of days ago. What's been most glaring to me from the springtime to those first 4 days of practice has been how much tighter our coverage has been. The corners, the safeties, the linebackers. It takes time to get this down and what they're looking to do, and yet they are significantly smaller windows than what there were in the springtime. So we're trending in the right direction there.
What are your early
The man said out his own mouth. So this wasn't just a one-time thing. Through the first 5 practices, that defensive line has been giving our O-line fits. And coming into the training camp, we didn't have faith in this D-line. We didn't think this D-line was making no noise. They are pushing them dudes around, and he emphasized it. I should have rewinded, so I should have put it on a fucking loop so he can keep saying it. He said that is the biggest thing that stands out. And look, I could trust Ben Johnson right now. He hasn't shown me any reasons not to trust him, because when shit happens, he calls it. When somebody's struggling, he calls it out. So when somebody's doing good, I can believe they're actually doing good, and he's not just trying to take up for him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The O-line ain't playing as good as he thought, or the O-line coach thought. And Dan Rochar even said it himself. That O-line got a long way to go. Now, they rotating the fuck out of them left tackles. That's one of the most, if not the most important position on that O-line. But with all the hype, and like you said, the money we spent, I don't want to hear that. I don't even want to hear nothing close to that. That's too close to that way. And obviously we got time. It's a starting 5. They got a jail. We know it. But for right now, the stock is down from where it was coming into the training camp. I don't want to hear my coach when they talk about the defense, because he said the coverage is tighter, stickier than it was in OTAs. But he said the biggest thing to me is the pressure they putting on our quarterback. We need to do a better job giving our quarterbacks more time. We're doing too much of the scramble drill. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that. Thoughts on me putting that stock down and basically what you just heard?
I already got you putting the O-line down. I already gave my comment, but you said the whole defense, and I'm with you on that. I came up with another acronym after listening to Dennis Allen do a couple pressers and listen to talk about the defense. And he got I had to break it down. He had this today type defense in the sense of listen to our defensive players talking about, oh, I'm playing this position on this down. I'm playing this position on this down. I'm expected not just to be here, but to be here and to learn this. Like you listen to Jaquan, you listen to Kyler, you listen to Tremaine, you listen to all these guys talk about what is expected of them and I think he slid Tremaine out of the middle and put TJ kind of in the middle of the defense now, in a way, and that's how he got that interception early on, because he was lined up in the middle of the field, kind of thing, and kind of redirect that one. But this is a Dennis Allen defense, and I call it the day defense, because today, right now, you're gonna be doing this, and day stands for, because I did Ben Johnson's last week, so it's DAI for Dennis Allen defense. It stands for, let me get my paper, disruptive, aggressive, and intentional. That's what this defense is. They are being so disruptive, like you said, causing those closed windows, making it hard for them. Aggressive. A lot of players in different spots. Like I think somebody brought up Stevenson playing safety. He might have to. He might be in a look where he go back and Brisker comes up or Kevin comes in and play that slot or play that. Dennis Allen's gonna have these defensive backs, especially in the secondary, flying across and all around the field, confusing defenses, thinking that, oh, we can go on this side of the field because JJ over here. And guess what? By the time the snap happens and all that, JJ done move halfway across the field, and now he's guarding that route that you thought you was gonna get to go through. That's that Dennis Allen defense, which is great. Like I said, moving players around based off what they want. Nashawn Wright, he walked in the door. He did his 40 up and downs. He got out there, and he put on the show. And like I said, he got those attributes Dennis Allen like. He like long. He like lengthy. He like fast. If you're real fast, if you're real long, I can do something with that. I can use you in multiple different kind of situations. So I'm with you on having stock up in this defense. I think you're kind
On
of
the
harsh on
defense.
that offensive line, just given the situation that they're being put in. But I'm expecting once we know the true five, the 5-5, I think that's when I can start truly being harsh and grading what they doing.
Okay, so let me Bear Truth said the offense still digesting the playbook. Normally start faster. Most defenses been playing together, so they're very close and familiar with each other. A lot new for the offense, rightfully so. But regardless of what I'm digesting and learning on the playbook, I know how to run a fucking corner route, and I will shake you off me if I can. You know, Jalen Johnson ain't on the field. He's not. And Ben Johnson just said the coverage is sticky. It's sticky. Jalen Johnson not out there, and Deshaun Wright and Tyreek Stevenson and Kyler Gordon is out there. DJ, Rome, Cole, Colston, Luther, somebody show us something that I want to see a clip next week or at the towards the end, at some point of somebody getting shook because Jalen Johnson ain't out there. That's your big money. That's your paid cornerback. So why are they still sticky?
Let me see if I can find something for you.
To your point about and I'm not talking about just getting open. I want to see him shake them. Like, show me you got 100 and some million, DJ. Show me you was a top 10 pick, Rome, Colston, which I actually did hear Colston shook Jaquan Brisker. There's no footage, but I heard that. But to your point, Wes, harsh on the O-line. I can't be harsh. I can't be because we was down. We was down on this D-line coming into training camp. The left tackle is fine, but that means you should be getting beat off the edge every time. If the left tackle is an issue that's keeping them from gelling in some way, shape, or form, that means neither three that's in there is playing well, right? That means they're struggling because, okay, if Ozzy's in there, can we lock it down or no? Clearly it's not happening. If Braxton's in there, can we lock it down or no? Clearly it's not happening. If Karan is in there, can we lock it down or no? Clearly it's not happening. And I'm thinking that's why they're still neck and neck, because it's clearly not happening right now. This O-line need to get it going. And these are things I don't want to be hearing right now with the pads going on.
And I do want to state, I was not down on defensive line. I was okay with the defensive line.
Were you high?
I was good. I was
okay because okay.
I was
okay.
I was
Still ain't enough,
I was
'cause we
good
all
with it
high
because
on the O-line.
I was probably still higher on the defensive line than the O-line. The only question I had was, and I didn't really even have a question because I even stated it when Dio came over, that we have to see. I can see if he can do it. But with that lineup, I brought up Billings, Grady, Sweat, and I'm like, if Dio can be decent enough, that'll be good. It's going to be the rotational pieces and the drop off that's going to kind of hurt us if other players can't. But yeah, I'm not surprised that the defensive line is playing well. I'm surprised they're playing as good as they are right now.
I heard Grady Jarrett is
monster.
Dudes.
Okay, cool. So can we do another stock up then, since we're going to roll into that? Because I got defensive players now.
Jump in it.
Okay, so since you brought them up, I'm gonna bring them up. Stock up, Grady Jarrett. Since stock been going up since he walked in to whenever they made the veterans come mandatory, and I think he came to OTAs or something that he didn't even have to come. I think him and Montez both came. Montez came when he usually hasn't came to a OTA
camp.
in his career, to a camp in his career, but he came just so he can get in and get some work in with the guys and get familiar with the guys. But yeah, like I said, that Grady Jarrett effect, I think it's gonna be something. I think he gonna push those guys. I think he gonna be like an on-field kind of defensive line coach out there, coaching them up, talking, strike some fear into that offensive line that they're going up against.
Grady Jarrett spoke a few days ago, and it let me know that it let me know what type of football players I want on this team. Like, he was cool, but you could tell he no nonsense. He's not about to, like, there's like, I don't want to say he's not a nice guy, because he definitely cool as hell. But all of this, like, okay, for instance, they talking about ramp up. You gotta come, we gotta get a ramp up. He said, ain't no ramp up. What am I ramping up for? I don't need a ramp up. I need to put my body through the intense stuff as much as possible. There ain't no ramp up. That's not what we doing here. I really do like what I'm hearing and seeing from Grady Jarrett. I think that signing will affect us more than I thought so initially. I knew he was going to be our starting D tackle. I knew he was going to bring leadership, but I think we're going to get more production on the field from him than at least I believed initially. What Bears you talking about? So we got some chess pieces on his defense. You got Gordon, Brisker. Our D-line has flexibility and good linebackers. This is going to be fun. Speaking of linebackers real quick, you heard about Herb Howard asked Dennis Allen in the press conference that they playing a lot of dime. And it was interesting because they're taking TJ off the field. And they're leaving Tremaine in there. And they asked Tremaine about it, and he was like, I'm a linebacker, so I need my other brother on the field with me. But if this is what he want to run, if this is what he want to put us in, I'm all for it. That's interesting to me. That's a good player you taking off the field to play dime. But it also lets me know Dennis loved this cornerback room, man. And Sean Wright, look, if
he think that, like he said, he got some mini linebackers out there. And to the testament of that too is the depth of what you can do with that. Because the depth of this cornerback room, you're right, with the I want to say resurrection, but with the enlightenment and the engagement of Nahshon Wright with this kind of like surprise and another one we can do out there. We could rotate our defensive backs like well, and then if that's the case, we got hard hitters in Brisker, Gordon, Wright. The way they hitting people out there is like almost kind of like having a linebacker out there as well. We can rotate TJ and Tremaine and keep them fresh. We could rotate them in and out, like the depth of Tremaine. You looking. I saw you huff one too many times. All right, TJ, your turn. Go ahead, get about 10 plays out there. Let him rest. Let's rotate. Let's keep putting fresh. Like, because one thing we do know, once somebody ain't out there on this Bears defense, just like last season, the drop off was a cliff. It wasn't even like falling down the stairs. It was literally just a cliff, just straight down drop. Brisker went down, down drop. Billings went down, straight down. Lost Kyler for a few games, straight just drop offs everywhere, just ridiculous. But when you can keep these guys fresh and keep rotating them in, and I mean, you gotta have some, okay, cool, next man up. We gonna play hard. We're gonna play hard. And I think Dennis Allen even said it when they was talking about that. He was like, hey, with the depth we got, this is a depth kind of game. Because you never know who you're gonna have the next week or the next play. They might go down and with concussion protocols, how it is, somebody who don't care about football, a doctor who don't care about football, or his job is not to care about what happens in the game, could sit your guy down for the next 2 weeks. put him in a protocol, and guess what? Oh man, Tremaine's out. Who we gonna put in there? Hippolyte got to step, Sanborn got to step in, or and you know what I'm saying, like those guys might be serviceable, but you want to keep that same. You don't want no drop off. So yeah, if you, oh okay, good. Tremaine dealing with something, we can put TJ out there. We know what TJ can do. And then on top of that, I'm okay with it because the money isn't on Edmonds. Go out there and earn that bag that you got paid. Go on and earn that back. We send down a little talent, but we send down a little smaller money than we did is with him. And on top of that, you owe us. Now we can see. Now you ain't got no assistance out there. At the end of the day, TJ can't cover up for you. That's how I feel about it.
Okay. My stock ups ran out.
I got 2 more, but I just talked about both of them. But
who's the other one?
I got 3. I guess I got 3 more that I ain't talk about. But so my other 2 was on defense. It was TJ just coming into that neuro play in the middle of the field. Kind of got that Urlacher kind of after Lovey got that feel where he was in more of a drop back coverage kind of thing. When before Lovey got there, Urlacher was in the box in the backfield a lot of times. But I think I forgot how many it was. I had looked it up and saw it. I think Urlacher had, I don't know, a ton of fucking interceptions with the Bears. Obviously, we all know that. And that's with that TJ getting that interception early on, all that kind of stuff, like that making me feel like using his speed and all that could get him in that. My other stock up was Nahshon Wright. Just got to. He came from nowhere. He wasn't even on the stock market. He wasn't even on Wall Street.
Where's he from? Like what is
I didn't even
we're gonna have to do a deeper dive into him
at
some point for sure.
To look into him. And then my last stock up, I have to give my last stock up to Caleb Williams.
Really?
For looking better than he did. For looking progressive. I gave him my last and final spot that I had for looking like you we got a ways to go. I'm not saying I'm satisfied at all, but I like the difference from 4-5 days ago.
Oh, absolutely.
I like how he talking. I like how he feel. I like how the coaches are talking about him. You can even hear kind of some of the media kind of getting a little hush, kind of quiet, kind of. Well, Caleb had a better day today. So did he have a good day or a bad day? He had a better day. So how much better? Like, when people starting to have to bite their tongue and walk back on some of their words,
they don't
want to jump to it. They still waiting on that other shoe to fall kind of thing. But show him, Caleb. That's how I feel about it. And I like how he seems to be getting it. I like a lot of his throws. I like what the routes was going, who he was hitting, the patience. Like I said, I get it. Have to do those scramble drills, but a lot of those scramble drills ended in first downs, touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Getting spreading the ball around. I've seen pass to Loveland. Luther Burden only been back 2 days and he caught a touchdown already. Obviously, seeing a lot of my man's Rome's doing his thing out there as well, as far as getting the ball, catching the ball, Caleb giving it to him, finding the right read. So I expect to by Sunday's show to him. More progression, better. He doing even better, So that was my last one.
I'm really shocked about you got more stock downs, right?
Yep, Dio was on there. Somebody threw him out there already, but he was on my stock down list already. But I had 2 more stock downs that I wanted to throw out there. And my other 2 stock downs, I'm gonna say one, and then my last one, I know nobody wasn't gonna say nothing about him.
So let me just comment on the Caleb thing because that was an interesting. That one caught me off guard. That stock down really caught me off guard, especially because you hear the BS that's coming from Caleb Williams, and or not coming from Caleb Williams, but like that surrounding Caleb Williams. And look, I don't want to put too much emphasis on it because, like I said, just as much as people get down on him for having a bad practice, I don't want people to overdo the good ones either. Because at the end of the day, guess what? It still is just practice. And Dennis Allen he's running dime. I don't think Dennis Allen really gonna run dime that much, but he's trying to see what sticks. And that's what he said. But Bears fans needed it. You know what I mean? The good days from Caleb, or good plays, or better days. How about that? Let's just say better days. They needed the better days from Caleb. And I don't know. I don't look, Wes. I don't know if this fan base can handle Caleb not being successful. I
Like
don't.
said,
so
there's gonna be glory.
Daddy.
You ready to say it?
Where's mommy?
I don't know. I thought you wanted to say hi. Say hi.
Bear
They
down.
can see you. Say
Okay.
bear down.
Dare down.
That was close enough.
Oh my gosh, that was right on point, actually.
Yeah. All right, show me later.
But like,
show me later.
like I was saying though, it was needed just because, not for me. I ain't need it, but social media, motherfucker, it's a motherfucker, and you was gonna hear about it and hear about it and hear about it. They still in stage 6, 7 now out of 12, 5,
Maybe
so
5, 6 at best. 6 at best. 5 for sure.
I'm shocked you put Caleb in there. That's
I put him in there. I
I'm
put him
shocked.
in there because everybody just tried to just run him over. Like the first 3 days of like, hey, look, I'm finna learn something new. Like you just said,
Cowherd ain't calling them generational no more.
you know, like you just heard my daughter say bear down. She said dare down. What I'm supposed to be like, my daughter said dare down. She's not gonna be a scientist. She's not gonna be a doctor. She can't be great. She just got here. She just learning. So yeah. Good, you tried it. You had the courage to even say it. How about that? How about putting, that's how I feel about it. And that's why I had to give him his props, because I know a lot of people not. I put him on my stock up because it's not like but it's like a little, little wheelchair ramp, little incline, look 19 degrees, just a little bit. Yeah, look, but it's go up. It's looking up. And like I said, even I think Ben Johnson even put it out there not too long ago. I don't know which press conference. He said, now we're not worrying about the getting out of the huddles. We're not worried about lining up right no more. We're not worried. He said, now I am coaching football. Now this is where I'm finna have fun. Now I get to coach this team into football. Because remember, at first he was like, we still the basics. We still trying to get the high school stuff these guys should have known. Like, remember that? And that's when everybody was like, oh, the sky is falling. They will never get it right. Because even if the only thing they learned all offseason was to line up right and get out of the huddle fast enough, they weren't going to get that by week 1. Like, are you serious? Like, and now they're into the installs and all this other kind of stuff. Like I said, Caleb looking a little bit more comfortable. He's looking a little more. He's getting there. So I had to give him a stock up. Like I said, you got to give it to him. You got to praise what you can praise, because Lord knows if he have a bad 2 or 3 more days, it's gonna be hell. So,
like, that's the weird part. Like, you don't think when they put the game plan in for week 1 and look at tendencies and everything like that, they go into depth on what people, the Minnesota Vikings, what the Minnesota Vikings love to do, what Kevin O'Connell loved to do on Brian Floyd. You don't think it's gonna look better and intentional? Like, what do we like? We are learning. We got to learn right now. That's my only thing. And I'm gonna keep doing that with Caleb Williams. What's your stock downs? Give us your stock downs.
My last 2 stock downs. My second to last stock down is Tyreek Stevenson.
Stock
down.
Okay.
It's stock down because then they asked. They said, "Hey, It's are we expecting for Tyreek Stevenson to have that cornerback 2 spot? And he said it's wide open. He didn't say cornerback 1. He didn't say starting cornerback. He didn't say number 1 on the depth chart
As
for
Tyreek
cornerback at all.
Stevenson, I don't care if you don't, if he don't care. It can't feel good.
It can't feel
That
good.
can't feel good.
Can't feel. Everybody talk about we talking about it. Everybody else talk about it. Nashawn Wright, long, tall. He's the tallest. I think it was it Brisker who said it? I think he's the tallest cornerback I have. Usually I'm the tallest defensive back in the room, and now this guy come in and he's taller than me, and we know how big Brisker look versus all the other defensive back. So you got another one out there. And after the season you done had and what you done did, the scars that you done put on us, Tyreek, the bad taste and all, because we still ain't like I said, we still talk about it to this day. People still talk about it to this day. What you did in Washington. And then now you got this dude, Nashawn, coming in, shining bright like a diamond. He's out there just shining.
Yeah, he's 6'4".
You see what I'm saying? Stock down. Somebody coming for your job. And it ain't a rookie.
This dude hasn't even played.
He ain't played? He a rookie? Yeah.
No, he's not a rookie,
I
but
was going to say.
I
don't
see
think he-
one game on ESPN from him. Let me see. Oh, he's from Dallas. Okay.
Look at Al Harris.
That's what that is. That's
Look
exactly
at
what
Al
that
Harris.
is. And I did
Harris.
hear that. Yeah.
Al Harris. Yeah, now that I recall you, Al Harris. Yeah, look at Al Harris. He like, I got somebody that don't nobody know nothing about, that they probably was down on, didn't know what he was capable of. And I'm going to probably say it right here in front of all y'all right now. He might almost guarantee make the squad. If it's a backup, okay, cool. But I'm thinking he might even make the squad. He might make
Jalen Johnson, Tyreek, Za, Terrell Smith.
I think he'll beat out him. Because you gotta think about it. They just cut.
There we go.
You gotta think about it. And we just cut Tavarius Moore.
Tavarius Moore is gone. Yep.
He's gone.
Dennis
He was on
Allen
the squad.
mentioned what's his name? Is it Nick McLeod?
Yeah, Nick McLeod.
He mentioned him. He said he was impressed with him too.
Yeah. I think
man, that's a statement. That's a hell of a statement.
I think he gonna make this roster. So I think it, but like I said, my stock
They
down
ain't
on
moved
Tyreek.
him. He took Jalen Johnson's place.
He took his place.
And they haven't moved him. They haven't moved him.
Hey, look, and then when he come back, how things go. When something goes on top, it pushes everything else down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He gonna be really fighting with Tyreek for that spot.
And my biggest, well, I don't say my biggest, but one of my biggest stock downs that I got in is Roschon Johnson. And I say that because I forgot who put it. I think it was either Ricky or somebody else put. Yeah, it was Ricky.
Rojo.
Because I put Rojo on the downside because I've been hearing a lot of a light and flashes from Monangai, showing a lot of flash and steam and possible usage. And to me, with that same, just like that cornerback 2 spot, that running back 2 spot is just as wide, it's just as open. And it's kind of like it was Rojo's for the longest. But like I said, the way Manon got going, he's making it kind of a 2A, 2B situation.
Yeah, because he does the same kind of things in a way that Rojo does, but
Rojo just bigger.
Rojo's bigger, and we seen on film, which I didn't play it when we broke down some of these rookies. He can block. The kid can block. He can block. That man was a baller in the Big Ten. What Bear Truth saying?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Put it back up. No, you good. Put it
Yeah.
back up. What you mean? Put that on a t-shirt with all its definitions it's used for. Are you, was he referring to you
I think he was referring. I don't know.
with the stock down on Rojo, or is he referring to me with what
Yeah.
did I just say?
I don't know. Clarify for us, Bear Truth. But yeah, that's the Rojo is down. Like I said, another one of
Unless
those
you're just
guys.
giving us good ideas.
Yeah, we'll take it. We got some production that's
Okay.
gonna go come out there for next season. But
For sure.
yeah, like it's the same kind of feel with Cole Kmet kind of thing. It's like, that's why Tyreek, if you notice, 3 of my stock downs was all basically had a spot that what they were supposed to Cole Kmet, Roshan Johnson, Tyreek Stevenson. Like all those guys had they jobs basically solidified last season. And now somebody coming in this offseason right now, like where you gonna put my
I
shit?
need that.
Where you
I
gonna put my
need that.
bags? What you mean where's my bag? I'm moving in. I'm here. You know, so that's how I feel. So I like that they showing competition, and I like that the players are showing up. These other names, he just saying out ideas for us. But yeah, like I like to see like this competition that was supposed to come in to build everybody up actually showing. I mean, we can get into JP and all those other kind of guys. That's I forgot. I think it's what's his name, Joel or Joey, the other tight end that was showing some flashes early on this off season. Like a lot of these guys
I'll keep going. My bad.
No, I was just saying a lot of these guys that's gotten these people reporting. They go on to people they're in athletics articles on in the Tribune and all these other beat reporters that's reporting about a lot of these different players. Like, hey, such and such needs to watch out because this JP look good. Joey look good, so
right. And glad you spun the block and brought up JP again. Where the fuck is what is his name? What's the number 10?
Tyler Scott.
Where the fuck is Tyler Scott? What?
I seen him. He
is
wear a
he
hoodie.
Injured?
Nope, he wears a hoodie when he play. You can't see his number. You can't see his name, but you can see his number. He out there.
That's bad.
He looked tiny. He looked tiny versus everybody else, man. He looked tiny. He reminded me of Darnell. Yeah, he looked like Darnell Mooney out there a little bit to me. He looks smaller than Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, he's smaller than Mooney for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. He's done for.
He's gone.
He's gone.
We got Devin Duvernay who can return. Luther Burden can return, and I forgot it was somebody else that they was talking about that was a good returner.
He little. What was Poles thinking drafting him? What was he, 6th round, 5th round?
Something like that. We needed somebody to try to catch the ball for Justin Fields. I don't know.
Yeah.
He reminds me of that other guy that he drafted, from North Carolina. I think it was Newsom.
Ozzie
Newsom.
Newsom.
No, is that his name?
Not Ozzie. Daz. It was Daz Newsom.
Yeah, Daz Newsom.
Daz Newsom.
Yeah, Daz Newsom. Yeah.
Oh man, Tyler Scott.
He can go to Atlanta.
Michael Penix.
Yeah, I mean Pace was here for him, so Pace. But those is mine right there. The chat kind of made me like
mention half of them.
Yeah, our fans too smart. They're smarter. They too smart. But that's where you get it from. That's where they get it from. That's why y'all here. Because we talk those facts. We dig a little bit deeper into the team than most other people. We don't just hit the highlights and
highlight. Yeah, because they lie to you. Even though we got a clip. We gonna play some of the highlights from camp. Said Bear Truth said Tyler in the weight room trying to go back.
You need to go back in the womb and be reborn as a bigger person.
In the womb. That's a little dude. That he looked like a child out there, like a high school freshman year in college, sophomore college type player out there.
I know. I'm just saying he
Um,
barely made it on the field last year.
I just haven't heard a word about him, not a peep. And it's a lot of people out there watching practice. So
No, like I said, I seen him drop a ball, catch a ball.
all right. Look. Let's pivot real quick. And let's talk about these training camp tickets. I have 2 more training camp tickets for it. It's a little late, but they're for tomorrow. 2 more for tomorrow. If you want those training camp tickets. Bear Truth said Scott got hit day 1 of his rookie year. Said broadcasting fucking broke a bone or something. But look, if you want those training camp tickets, you have to be subscribed to the Black Bear Podcast, and you have to follow the Twitter page, the Black Bear Podcast on Twitter. DM me, put it in the chat if you are. Put it in the comment section there. Hold on. Real Bear fan said that Bayesian or Keenum win the job from Caleb yet. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's from last week. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, if you want those 2 tickets, I got 2 extra tickets. If nobody claims them, if nobody enters and nobody try to win them, I'll just give them away to the 100 people that's been DMing me for tickets. But these 2 gonna be exclusive for Black Bear Podcast page followers and YouTube subscribers. So if you want those tickets, give me a DM, screenshot that you follow that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll be able to check either way it goes, and I'll know if you follow the Twitter page as well. If you want those 2 tickets for tomorrow's training camp, do those 2 things and send me a DM, and I got you. And I got you.
You can't.
I got you.
Can't even go.
Look.
She don't let nowhere near Halatal.
Hold on, that's you, Wes?
Yeah, that's her. She in the other room from giving away her tickets.
I
told her about the tickets that I gave you.
20 tickets.
Right. Don't tell her that.
I'm just saying. They canceled the practice. It rained out. Oh my God, Wes! I don't even think I talked to you about that.
Yeah, I heard.
Driving. Yeah. Oh man, they canceled the practice. They said they're not gonna do a transfer or whatever. Ended up doing a secret thing, whatever, and I was able to get like 20 fucking tickets. But anyway.
Yeah, the real Bear
half
fan
of
said
them
he
gone,
has
most of them gone.
but he don't do Twitter. So we'll give you a pass if you don't got a Twitter, Real Bears fan, just for being here in the comment and checking with us live. You'll still get a ticket.
I don't know how to communicate with them. How would I communicate with you to give you the tickets? That's why Twitter, you could DM me, we could talk like that, and boom, boom, boom. I don't know how to even give you the tickets. So like I said, look. Subscribe. You must be subscribed to the Black Bear Podcast on YouTube and follow the Black Bear Podcast on Twitter. Those 2 tickets will be yours. Cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I figured you subscribed. If you don't want the tickets, then this don't apply to you. 2 tickets, 2 free tickets. So yeah, what Bear Truth saying? Y'all do a really good job speaking on topics without overdoing the narratives put out. Much respect is not an easy thing for most networks. Bear Truth, we appreciate you. It mean a lot coming from you, even though you've been riding with us from the beginning.
Yeah. Much love. But yeah, we like to get to the meats and bones of it. As Mark used to say, he ain't said it yet. I'm waiting.
It's been a minute since I said it.
I'm gonna wait, but it's a Black Bear Podcast. We don't do no antics over here. It's just straight bear, straight facts. Stand on your heels and die on them. But like before, bring your proof. That's all. If you know me, I got my recipe book. This is all bear stuff in there.
One more thing. We got 100 people watching. We need 1 more sub on the YouTube to hit 400. hit the sub button for us.
hit
If you're
the
watching on
sub button.
Twitter, Facebook, just go over to your YouTube, find the Black Bear Podcast. Remember, one word, no spaces. Just go over there. You ain't got to do too much. It don't cost nothing. It's free.
Don't cost nothing.
Subscribe to the channel. Get us to 400 by the time this show is over, which we probably gonna be wrapping up soon. We just need one more. Marcus like Bear Truth. What you? Yeah.
Okay, now I got it, Bad Truth. I remember when you said that.
Real Bears fan said we still need to add a good inside running back. Swift good outside and third down. So you not a Manun guy. You're not a Manun guy. You're not a Manun guy. That's interesting. Okay. Or a Rojo guy. You ain't a Rojo guy either, because I think both of those dudes should be better inside than they were last season, or at least Rojo with a better offensive line. Hopefully, with better run blocking. Yeah. So one more subscription, people. One more subscribe to the channel. It don't take nothing to go show some love and help the channel grow. Again, if you want 2 tickets for tomorrow's practice, I'll be on Twitter as well tonight promoting them. If you want those tickets for tomorrow's practice, I got 2 tickets for tomorrow. They're gonna be hitting again. They took a little rest today. It was a shorter practice today. Tomorrow they will be hitting again. You want to be there, so subscribe to the channel. Follow the page on Twitter. Wes, do you got anything you want to mention before we?
Thanks, Real Bear fan. We appreciate that. I do want to end with that. The Bears will be wearing a Virginia McCaskey Hallis patch this season. I saw it. It was kind of dope. It was nice. It was nice looking with the football with the V and the H is kind of small, but the McCaskey, the M was kind of big. It was kind of a little dope patch.
Some people was pissed about that.
I don't know why. Well, why you gonna be pissed? I mean, she's been running the Bears since most of them people. I mean, she was 2,000 years old. She was here longer than you. She been in this organization way longer than most people probably that are Bears fans right now.
Yeah.
She's been around this team since birth, since conception. I think that was, but that's neither here nor there.
That's
but yeah,
real,
I think
right
that's kind of dope.
That's dope. Real Bears fan right there. That's dope. I tell my boys to sub right now. And it is official. We just hit 400 subs. I wish I had the yeah. Exactly. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate everybody subbing. Look, we do this not for the subs. We do this because we love the Bears and we love talking Bears. Is this this might work? This might work.
Uh-oh.
Say go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ, cause that's my DJ.
A little bit, but I wanted to spam the horn. I wanted to.
Yeah.
Beep.
We work on. We gonna work on. We got some production stuff we should have by week 1. I got some other stuff. We'll talk to you about it. We got this. We gonna have some sounds and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Real Bears fan.
That's real love.
We really appreciate it, man.
Bears fans got to stick together because, as y'all, if you don't know, I'm up in Wisconsin. I'm in Packer country. And if you not in Chicago, we are laughing stock of the NFL. People talk shit about us constantly, and that's okay. Because guess what? We gonna stick together. We know what we know. We see the growth. We see the future that's gonna be of the Chicago Bears. So appreciate those subs, man. Appreciate them. One more time, if you want training camp tickets for tomorrow, follow the page on Twitter, subscribe to the Black Bear Podcast. I got 2 tickets for tomorrow. If not, if I don't get anybody to enter, I'll just give them to somebody because Twitter is everybody want them on Twitter. So
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people putting their kids in that tomorrow. Me and my son would love to do that.
yeah, the sob story.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Look, whatever. I also got tickets for August, but we ain't there yet. We gonna talk about those later.
Oh, sorry.
But for right now, we got the tickets
Yeah.
for tomorrow. I'm
gonna be. He put in that Oceanside. I will be in Oceanside the weekend after the Raiders game.
talking to Bear Truth. You hear him,
Yes,
Bear Truth.
sir. I'll be out there the weekend after. That Monday is my daughter's birthday, so we're gonna be out there probably that next following weekend. I should be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
A California Bears fan.
What? I lived there for 10 years in Oceanside.
It's
In
just
Oside,
different.
on the
It's
Strand.
It's
On
just
the
look
Strand.
different when you that far away like that.
Watch
But
it.
we got
Wa-
Bears fans over
Watch
the
it.
pond.
You watch a Bears game and all that, then you pack up everything and go barbecue on the beach and go for a swim in the middle of January.
Real
Yeah.
Bears fan said, "Can't wait for Ben Johnson to get his own QB in 2 years." Arch Manning. Oh God damn, I
Mark
forgot.
Manning be gone.
See all the love he been showing. I forgot how he felt about Caleb, but you already know what I say because the Bears pissed me off. Look, support the channel. Fuck the Bears. If that's how you on the field, support the channel. Fuck the Bears.
Hey, no, we want those
Ain't
kind of opinions. We need that.
Yeah, exactly.
that.
This is a safe place for all opinions and all mindsets. You know, it just support us. If you
Yeah.
support us, we good.
You know, the Manning family will never let Arch come to Chicago. They're gonna
Absolutely
do
not.
the same thing they did before. They go,
Absolutely.
the closest we gonna get is Indianapolis, and that's probably it.
Too bad Caleb ain't going nowhere anyway. All right, I guess we'll wrap it up there and leave it here. Get those
sir.
tickets, because otherwise they're just gonna go to somebody else that because I can't use them for tomorrow. But anyway, look, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. We go live every Wednesday and Sunday nights during the off season, and then when the season come around, we do post-game shows for every single game, just getting in here and talking Bears. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. That's it for the night. We'll see y'all this Sunday after a few more practices, a lot more Bears news. The football season is here. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night. We gone. Peace out.